Brian McCarthy, who is taking a very deep breath this morning. How are you, my friend?
What'd I do this time?
No. You're not going to get read the riot act. I was expecting you to read someone the riot act.
Oh, okay.
First of all, how was the Prudential Center?
It was great. I mean, this is my second time over to the Prudential Center, and it's a great experience. I sat in pretty much the same section I sat in the first time I visited, when I went to see the Devils and the Oilers back on New Year's Eve 2021. So, yeah, it was a great experience. Parking is somewhat to be desired because it's in downtown Newark, but overall, fun experience. Can't wait to go back again. Just don't know when, but it'll probably be an annual experience from here on.
There are three cities I would never want to park in: Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. And I've done Chicago already because I used to live there, and hunting up parking in different places was crazy. Okay. I got a forward message from you yesterday, and I was out driving. The streak is over.
It is over. It is over. Finally.
17-3 was the final score. And before I even ask the question, the obvious question of how do you feel, there's something I need to play. And I'll improvise and do this first for all you Patriots fans. And I'll couple it with this. Who actually thought the Jets were going to beat the Patriots yesterday?
I mean, the weather beat them both, but...
Say again?
The weather beat them both, but...
That's not the only time the weather has beaten the Patriots.
Yeah.
That is not the only time the weather has beaten the Patriots. And I can't find the one thing I'm looking for to have you dancing in the... Well, I can do this. The Patriots lost to the Jets 17-3.
You for real?
Very much so.
I'm sipping Patriots fans' tears. It tastes so sweet. Delicious.
Not to mention earlier in the year, you were sipping Eagles fans' tears, which is what I have right here.
I'm still sipping Cool McCain's tears as we speak. Yeah.
I have 3 rounds. I have Eagles tears right here. Cowboy tears right here. And thanks Cheyenne for this lovely gift. And number 1 seed tears because I had Eagle fans chirping at me. I had Cowboy fans chirping at me and a couple of others. All that's right there.
Wait. Didn't they lose? Both teams lose to the 49ers this season?
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Let me do the math. Hang on. Let me do my
calculator here. Go ahead. Real-time research. Real-time calculation.
Real-time research. Do the carry the 1. Divide by pi. No, they didn't.
Mm-hmm. And for both your team and mine, I offer this. I thought you'd enjoy that. Took me a while to find it, but I thought you'd enjoy it. Victor Locke is in the chat with us. What's up, Victor Locke? The Cowboys didn't say
Pickla.
anything. The Cowboys didn't say anything yet, but the Moronic Republic is going to be chirping after me once they play this weekend, and I already know it.
Do you have it? Do you have it queued up? Do you have it queued up? The anthem of the Moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation. Do you have it queued up?
You would ask for that. All
From Dollar
right,
Store Usher,
Dollar Store Usher.
as my co-host Dustin would say, calls him Dollar Store Usher.
This is for Dustin, and this is for Victor.
Hey, ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved? Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still involved? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still involved. Woo, oh, shut up, my boy, shut up. I'm still involved. Oh, I'm still them boys. I'm still them boys. Yeah, I'm still them boys. Yeah.
Not the light, too.
I don't smoke, so I don't have a lighter.
Yeah, I understand. All right. What? Okay, the Jets ended their season with a win over their hated rival. They ended the streak. What's next?
We're gonna win the offseason again.
You would have to say that. While I'm taking a sip, you would have to say that.
Yep.
Doesn't it
Sure
seem like
did.
they win the offseason every year, though? Doesn't it seem like that every year?
At least in the Joe Douglas era, yes. They win the
Mhm.
offseason every year. And then the results in the field don't translate for some reason. I don't know why.
No.
But
Where do the repairs begin this time? Because I'm doing a
offensive line.
live offensive line. Thank you.
Offensive line.
You climbed into my head. Because
Mhm.
I'm doing a live draft. I'm doing a live draft show of the entire weekend, unless I have a UFL football game, but and then that schedule will change. But I'm at least doing the first round.
Mhm.
I'm at least doing the first round in its entirety, which means I'm going to break my caffeine rule, and Jody knows it. Because when I did it last year, I think I got to pick 26, and then I passed out. And Jody had to come get me. I shut it down. I was ready to get up from this chair and go to bed, but I didn't go to bed for an hour because Jody had to come out and get me.
Mhm.
And she says, "Look, you put in your work. You have to go to bed."
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a few questions that are lingering right now. So, I mean,
Mhm.
with the priority in the offseason for position wise, offensive line,
Mhm.
a
Yes.
complimentary receiver for Garrett Wilson because the Allen
Mhm.
Lazard experiment failed miserably, and the search for a backup quarterback. It did. And they shut him down for like
I'm not
the last 2 games of the season. They shut him down. So either he's going to be
Tell me
trade
that
bait. He's going to
tell
be
me that
trade bait.
experiment again. Tell me that
The
experiment again.
the Allen Lazard experiment.
Alan Lazard's out of there. He has to be.
Yeah, I
He has
think he's trade bait.
Mhm.
They can't. I don't think they can release. They can buy him out from his contract, but I think they can trade him. They can at least get
Mhm.
a 3rd round pick or a 4th round pick for him. Great. They also need a backup quarterback, and they need to develop a quarterback that can develop, which they can probably get in the draft.
Mhm.
So, those
But the
positional
offense,
wise, those are the things to concentrate on, I believe.
yeah, the defense is solid, but it got wasted the last 5 weeks of the year because they were called on to do entirely too much.
Yes, but there's
But
one player I have and Jets fans have on their radar to see what they do with him. That's Bryce Huff.
Mm-hmm.
He had a breakout season this year.
He
He had
did.
glimpses of it in his rookie year, glimpses of it in this last year. Had his best year ever this year. So he's on the last year of his rookie contract, and I kind of wonder what they got to do with him. I'm hoping when they sign him,
Mm-hmm.
the worst case scenario is that they let him go for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they do an exclusive tag, exclusive franchise tag, although they'll probably use it somewhere else, I think they'll do a non-exclusive tag for him,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll see if they can get a second or third round pick for him, because they don't have a second round pick right now. The Packers own that second round pick in that Aaron Rodgers trade. So,
Right.
but they keep their first round pick, which is good. I mean, the one blessing, it's the silver lining in this whole season with Aaron Rodgers being out, is that the Jets keep their first round pick and they're picking 10th.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I gotta say this to all the negative Jets fans out there who said, "Well, we should have tanked against the Patriots yesterday. We should have lost all the way out. We would have improved our draft standing." This is why I hate being a Jets fan at times, because
I get it.
You fans, you negative Nancys out there,
Mm-hmm.
ruin it for people like me, who I get it. I
Rational
understand the
thinking.
misery.
Look, a rational thinking Jets fan that has been in the midst of the misery.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you know what? I think I just had I a little brainstorm here,
Oh,
because I think Ryan needs to unleash on these negative Nancy Jets fans. Form of this. All yours. Fry them up.
Negative Nancy Jets fan. Have a seat. Have a seat right there. I want to talk to you for a second. Entering this year, Jets fans' optimism was at an all-time high. All-time high. It's the best feeling we've had about the year since, I'd probably argue, 2009. The 2009 season. When they're coming off the conference championship, was one half away from going to the Super Bowl once again. Unfortunately, Peyton Manning took over, and you know what happened there. Then 2010 comes along. Great start. Crashed towards in November. Had that humiliating loss against New England on Monday night. Won out the rest of the year. Got the wild card. Went to San Diego. Punched the Chargers in the mouth. Went to New England.
And the stomach.
Yep. And the stomach. Went to... No, sorry. It was Indianapolis they went to and punched the Colts in the mouth.
And
the revenge game. That revenge game.
And that was a walk-off.
Yep, that was a walk-off.
walk-off win.
Then you go to New England and you punch them in the mouth and the stomach.
28 to 21.
And the jejunum. Then you go to Pittsburgh, you lay an egg in the first half, you claw back, and you lose out in the end. But that was the optimism. There was so much optimism going into that season to see what the Jets could do. Unfortunately, we saw what happened the next 5 years. We go to the Todd Bowles era, then we go to the Adam Gase era, which is when we started going to the real dark side, and then we enter the Robert Saleh, Joe Douglas era. Now, granted, things haven't gone the way that we hoped that they've gone. The first season was a wash, 4-12. We kind of expected it.
Yeah.
Second season, finished off 6-3. Finished 6-3. We started the year 6-3. We had that horrendous game in New England and we got punched in the mouth.
Boy, that was bad.
Actually punched in the gut with that punt return for a touchdown, which should have never happened because of a clip. But that's neither here nor there. Entering the season, picked up a quarterback that would take us to the promise, would take us to the next level. 4 plays in, we know what happens. And we're hoping that Zach Wilson could fill in the void where hopefully he could learn some stuff that he learned from Aaron. He could use some of the stuff he learned from Aaron Rodgers in the preseason and in OTAs and translate it to the field. Unfortunately, we had injuries on the offensive line. We had a play calling from Nathaniel Hackett, who revealed last week that he had no idea how good Bryce Hall was. Or not Bryce Hall, Brees Hall. He had no idea how good Brees Hall was.
Iron Eagle doesn't call him Brees Lightning for nothing.
Exactly. So either Nathaniel Hackett was, thank you, Iron Eagle. But so either Nathaniel Hackett was so concerned about Brees Hall tearing his ACL again, or he was still acting like he was on the pitch count for a number of runs. Because you saw what happened in yesterday's game. 37 attempts. 37 rushing attempts. 173 yards. That 50-yard touchdown that basically sealed the game. And would be my parlay, by the way. I bet Brees Hall anytime touchdown and New York Jets first touchdown in the game. Won that parlay. Boom. Great.
Sweet.
But I'm watching Jake Asman after the game. And Jake. Yeah, I love Jake as well. So to my love yesterday, sent him a super chat. So I'm told him to get a Chipotle bowl. But I'm listening, I'm watching and looking in the comments at all these negative Jets fan coming out and says, yeah, we should have lost, and we could have leaped in the order in the draft. You know, I wanted a super great draft pick out of this, blah blah blah. It's like, guys, we just saw the Jets beat the Patriots for the first time in 8.5 years. It's 8.5 years of torture. I don't have to endure anymore. I don't have to hear it from Pats fans saying, oh, we own the Jets. We own the Jets. Belichick owns the Jets. Well, guess what? We probably won't have to hear that anymore, because the Jets just sent, if this happens,
if this is it,
they just sent Bill Belichick packing in his Patriots career with one of these.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Wait for it. Oh, you want me to do it again?
Yeah, do it again.
So, Jets fan, our team, and what I call the Brees Hall game, sent Bill Belichick and the Patriots home with one of these. Now I understand your pessimism. It's a bad year. It's a bad year. We had all this hope. 4 plays in, that hope is gone. And then the offense disappeared for a couple of weeks. I just put them in a milk carton to see where they were. All of a sudden they come back and they scored 30 unanswered points in the second half against Houston. Weird. And then they don't show up again for another couple of weeks.
I remember the milk carton. Good Lord.
Oh, God. Now, you want to come in after the season's over, after the Jets just vanquish their biggest rival, and hopefully sending Bill Belichick packing his office at 1 Gillette Drive in Foxborough and sending him wherever. The Chargers, the Command Skins, Carolina.
Oh, God.
God forbid you wind up in Carolina with David Tepper in that mess. Good Lord. You know, watch yourself for the drinks he's going to throw at you.
And they just fired their GM, Scott Federer. Good Lord.
Good luck. Good luck. So to every negative Nancy Jets fan who wanted a better selection in the draft order, too bad. Too bad. End the season on a high note. End the season on a high. The Jets are 1-0 in 2024, guys. Actually, 1-0 in 2024. They just beat their defense only allowed 118 total. I'll do my fact check, but 118 total yards against their chief rival. You sacked the quarterback 7 times. You didn't allow a touchdown to your divisional opponent for the first time in I can't tell you how long. And it's the first time you beat the Patriots in Foxborough since 2008. 15 years since you beat the Patriots at their home in the regular season. So get off the negative energy. Come off that black horse you call fandom and have some optimism after the season. It's only day 2 of the offseason, day 1 of the offseason. And you're still crying and grousing about the fact that you didn't get a higher draft pick. Please there's still plenty of talent out there. You know, Joe Douglas is going to take the next highest. He's going to take the best available. He's going to take the best available.
Yep.
Hopefully, it's an offensive tackle, particularly left side, because good Lord, that left side of the offensive line was just bad this year. So let's come into 2024 with a sense of optimism. We know what this defense can do. I want to see what this offense can do with a full season of Aaron Rodgers. And just put your black horse, put your dark horse to the up to the barn for now. Let's just focus on the offseason. Let's see what can happen with the draft picks, with the draft, with free agency. Let's see what kind of help they can bring in. And let's come into 2024 on fire like we did last year. Bye-bye. And if you wind up in Carolina, Bill Belichick, bring a towel, because David Tepper might throw a drink at you. Thank you.
Anybody who winds up in Carolina, good luck. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay's going to be on later. Oh boy, we're going to have fun with that.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Jay's Pipe is going to be on later. In fact, I may bring him on early just so we can have a full 40 minutes with that. Good gracious. Well, that's our frying session for this morning with Ryan McCarthy. He's.
I will say. I will. Let me just say this. Let me just say this about the Devils game on Friday. It was great to see Connor Bedard on the ice until that hit by Brendan Smith. That's unfortunate. And then Jack Hughes goes down a little bit later.
So all the lesser went out of the game.
Yeah.
And
So
Bedard's on IR with a broken jaw.
Yeah. And Blackhawks fans want Brendan Smith's head. on a platter. But
forget a platter.
Look at the replay.
But that was a clean hit.
Clean hit.
That was absolutely a clean hit.
Yeah, it was shoulder to head. It was clean, and he had the puck.
Yep.
And Smith's skates did not leave the ice.
No,
if his skates have left the ice. Yeah, I would have said that's a dirty hit, but it didn't.
But his skates didn't leave the ice. That was absolutely.
Now let me say this for the NHL. You need to do better, and I've said this since Sidney Crosby went down with his neck and concussion issues in 2000. I want to say 10 or 11. Mm-hmm. Protect your stars. Find a way to protect your stars, because when you have two stars, one the youngest All-Star elected to the All-Star game ever, and one of your best players in the Eastern Conference whose star has been rising the past 3 seasons, go down with injury because of another player, that tells me that you don't care about player safety. You don't care about protecting your stars, and you want to market your stars so you can have non-hockey fans follow along. Protect your stars, please. Protect your stars.
But Gary Bettman hasn't figured that out yet.
No, that's sad.
I'm sorry. Did I say that aloud? Oops.
I didn't hear anything.
Ryan McCarthy joins us as he does every Monday. It's Coffee with McCarthy. You can see it on his YouTube page as well as the Snowman Multimedia YouTube page. And when are you on the air next, my friend?
Tomorrow night at 8, Dustin and I are going to recap Week 18. And on Saturday, with the Saturday morning brunch, we're going to preview the playoffs.
Playoffs? I'm sorry.
Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs?
I just hope we can win another game. Another game. All right. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you.